Are you looking for the best laptop for Civ 6? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best laptop on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Asus ROG Strix G15. Do you want a top-of-the-line gaming notebook under $1,500? It is completely optimized for all the latest and greatest gaming titles and games. Are there any other requirements? The ROG Strix G15 is a hands-exclusive gaming laptop that takes you on an imaginative journey through all your preferences. Brilliantly because of its rigorous specifications, but also simple to understand is the key to this product. We've selected a reliable Intel i7-10750 chip to make it better for gaming, which is very fast at the base clock frequency of 2.6 GHz. In Civ6, the position of the CPU becomes even more critical because there are multiple avatars you can do. With NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 GPU and 8GB of dedicated video RAM, the graphics are managed flawlessly. More than enough RAM is included to run the mid-range and even the highest quality settings of current games. The 1TB HDD is more concerned with making sure the game data can be reached quickly than RAM does with the home version of Windows 10. I don't know if you're familiar with N-key rollover, but that helps increase the productivity of the keyboard with backlighting. ROG Strix G15 is a decent piece of kit, particularly for running AAA games with an ergonomic keyboard and WASD compatibility. Several other features include an interactive touchpad, gesture recognition abilities, and excellent webcam audio, all of which combine to help create a more enjoyable gaming experience. Despite adding 3 radiators to reduce weight, the system still weighs just 5.3 pounds, not as effective as fanless laptops, though. Other than that, the port setup, we get a USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type A port along with a wealth of creative wireless standards. A backup of at least 5 hours, which is reasonable for a gaming notebook. Although the ROG Zephyrus M is an excellent laptop to rely on, there are times when you can choose to have a thinner model. However, the new design weighs more minor than the former at 4.5 pounds, containing almost the exact specifications. The Razer 3 is an ultra-slim platform with a dust and distraction-free and intelligent cooling system. Number 2. MSI GL65 Leopard. We recommend that if you like turn-based games with multiple NPCs and gameplay offers many possibilities, and you should try the MSI GL65. This game can handle almost any AAA game you may be able to throw at it, but performs exceptionally well when targeted towards more focused genres such as real-time strategy and turn-based strategy. The details of turn-based games are better unraveled by an Intel Core i7-10750 CPU. What distinguishes GL65 users is the hexacore architecture, and its hyper-threading supports the 5 GHz maximum CPU clock speed. If you want to play Civ6 on your laptop, go with the RTX series. With the 8GB of VRAM and AI-enhanced capabilities, you should expect top-tier frame rates and extra mods. Also, the discrete Tensor Series GPU has proven to be quite a handful regarding the mighty ray tracing features included in Civ6. According to the game design, Civ6 benefits because it is a strategy game based on RAM with 16GB, dual-sided. However, having access to an upgradable RAM does, even if you want to play games like Fallen Enchant, Rise of Venice, and others, would come as a tremendous plus. At the same time, we were pleased by the 512GB SSD, its excellent responsiveness, compatibility with the Microsoft Windows 10 Home operating system, and exceptional load time to install the OS. Having the projector, it comes with a 15.6-inch screen. For video gamers, the screen's frequency of 144 Hz is very accurate. The current screen refresh rate matches up perfectly with the GPU, allowing you to quickly get nearly 120 FPS at high settings for Civ6. ThinBees increases screen resolution because of the decreased bezel width. IPS appears attractive due to the overall pixel density of the ability to spread out and be less sharp. Next up is the creative and gamer-friendly backlit keyboard, bolstered by anti-ghosting support, immersive audio, and a gaming-optimized cooler boost. Despite the additional cooling hardware and 7 heat dissipation tubing, the GL65 only weighs north of 5 pounds. Without Thunderbolt 3, the The networking suite is more or less acceptable, but it will have to do with just USB 3.1 Gen 1 and 2.0 and other means of legacy connectivity. There is also support for creating a more reliable and faster internet connection with Intel-powered Wi-Fi 6, so you also better for things like online streaming and gameplay. Number 3. Acer Nitro 5. The Nitro 5, unlike our other gaming portal, does not have a bright red and black color scheme. I noticed the blue keyboard in Nitro 5 when I opened the lid. This information linked to the screen using red connecting struts that integrate them perfectly with the body. Color splashing a black chassis if you've got a chrome and wear Beats, it would be like they were made for each other. To hide the Acer's logo on the cloth for some particular reason. If you can't spend more than $600 on a laptop for Civilization 6, this is the one for you. Even though plastic is used in the making of the laptop, the construction quality is outstanding. There is no keyboard flex, and the screen appears to be okay as far as I can tell. The Nitro 5 is much less hefty than a 15.4 x 10.1 inch notebook, but you won't find it burdensome when using it for gaming. The Asus TUF Gaming FX is slightly lighter at 5.14 pounds than the GLM, 5.3 pounds, and is just 1 inch shorter than the 7RE, 5.3. This budget-priced gaming laptop is equipped with all the necessary features to work and play well. Civ 6 gaming with a strong graphics card is the recommended environment. The new processor is the 8th generation Intel with a powerful CPU. In addition, it provides a budget-priced backlit keyboard. Unfortunately, the 15.6-inch matte IPS panel of the Nitro 5 is a severe drawback. Despite a lack of scientific discoveries in the upcoming sci-fi film Kin, the trailer's colors seemed uninteresting. The red-lit keyboard has an acceptable key-to-feel ratio of 1.6 mm, suitable only for the home computer user, 1.5 mm to 2 mm. But the smooth, spongy feeling was the only thing that compromised the experience for the generics. It is not enough. Keyboard sounds are nice, but tactile feedback while typing is sorely missed. Civilization 6 on the market. Number 4. Lenovo Legion Y540. The perfect laptop for any gaming experience is with 9th generation Intel Core i7, 16GB of RAM, and NVIDIA GTX 1660 Ti 6GB GDDR6 graphics card. Once again, Lenovo has put the best possible gaming components on the newest, slimmest, and lightest gaming laptop that we've ever made. We find that 8GB of RAM is sufficient for most machines, however, more might be needed if you're running a hot system. It is the perfect laptop for gamers, featuring Ghost Manta mouse. Let's get to the meat of the idea: key features. It has been significantly redesigned to have both outstanding gaming performance and portability. You have the freedom to design your games, no matter how bizarre. More than 2 million pixels are packed into a near edge. It has a 15.6-inch IPS Full HD display, white backlit keyboard, and a 60 backlight, and an excellent response time. It is the 1.7 mm of essential travel that delivers the most efficient and relaxed typing. And of course, because it already includes 128GB of SSD and 1TB of HDD storage, it can be increased to 128GB SSD plus 1TB. Hard drives use moving parts, produce a lot of noise, use a lot of power, and produce a lot of heat, while SSDs don't. Number 5. MSI GP63 Leopard. It is the long-term replacement of the Leopard series of GPRS. We assess inner design modifications and hardware in a creative way to measure performance. This laptop includes a GTX 1060 chipset with a mid-range gaming laptop for their graphics and has an Intel 6-core Coffee Lake H CPU on hand. The rigidity of the base unit is good, but there is enough flexibility over the keyboard to allow movement to the palms of the hands to ensure stability. It is the perfect laptop for frequent global travelers with minimal bulk and weight. If you bend the deck between the joints, you get localized stress. Twisting can cause deformation on the deck. The hinges are sturdy enough to prevent the screen from being opened beyond the defined angle, allowing for a 180-degree rotational range. Ports have been added to enable other devices to connect to the machine, but the DVD+/RW port is now in use by another device. The new GP63 not only offers 3 Type-A USB 3.1 ports, but it now offers one Gen 2 USB 3.1 port. The GTX 1060 GPU supports dual-screen playback over HDMI and dual DP and uses a GP62 GPU GP63 for display performance. It is the greatest of the 8th generation laptop, with an Intel Core i7 processor and plenty of storage space. This gaming laptop has 16GB of RAM, 1TB of storage, and 128GB of SSD. It can't be a problem for you. Additionally, it has a breakthrough cooling unit that prevents it from getting hot when enjoying your session. MSI includes software that helps customers use the Dragon Center 2.0 for their performance profiles, RGB keyboard LED wizard, auto-tuning game mode, and mobile connection and assistance features. The window cannot be resized. The MiniWay will display several apps. In addition to these, the MSI offers two separate Full HD screens, and each clocked at 60 or 120 Hz. We are reviewing both Qi CMN15F and N156H panels. Cursor control has been improved due to the greater refresh rate. It's the best gaming laptop you can get your money for. Number 6. Acer Predator Helios 300. Battery backups on laptops are hard to come by, and this is where the Predator Helios 300 specializes. Regarding performance, the Intel Core i7-10 CPU outperforms expectations. Besides that, 2.6 GHz is notable for what it represents, and the base speed will also get turbo boosted to meet more challenging processing demands. The GeForce RTX 2060 video card is a mid-range GPU offering a good balance of power that value and can be used in many high-end machines like this one. 6 GB of VRAM is also supporting the fast loading of game assets. In addition, there is 16 GB of RAM and a storage module that can be expanded. CIV6 is supported by Windows 10 Home OS. While many people believe that CIV6 hardware is the exception rather than the rule, this is not true. To be straightforward, the 15.6-inch IPS display from Acer shows up well here. Additionally, the maximum resolution of 1920x 1080p at 144 Hz provides plenty of bandwidth for the RTX series GPU to achieve an above-average frame rate on 1080p. When it comes to the best structural perks, you get an all-on-the-display and complete keyboard setup. Acer puts forth a fair variety of speakers in the 4-zone RGB and WMOT-sponsored version, too. Aeroblade fans are highly regarded for their cooling abilities as well as their creativity. This gadget weighs 6.2 pounds while using a sturdy frame for a showy effect. Not only is there excellent USB-C and HDMI, but there are other popular networking standards as well. This system can give you nearly 6 hours of use per charge. Reasonably priced and future-proof, the Helios 300 is excellent for players who want to play both MMORPGs and FPS games. You can go with the Nitro 7 model, but you mustn't skimp on performance or features. Although it includes a GTX 1650 graphics card with slightly lower CUDA cores, the game output in CIV6 is outstanding.